What's up, everybody? I hope you guys are doing well. I meant to do this and react to this video yesterday during my live stream, but I was yapping about Bitcoin and got carried away with interacting with you guys and stuff. It was a lot of fun. I do a live show every Monday through Friday during the week, every day during the week. Monday through Friday from 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific till about maybe 2 3 hours. And I also give away free Bitcoin, and I teach about Bitcoin along with the people in the comment section. So if you want to learn about and earn Bitcoin, come join the live. But this video is not that. This is an unfortunate video that a lot of us that have been paying attention already knew, but this is what's really going on here. This right here is the new non-citizen Social Security numbers issued. In other words, people who are not citizens of the United States of America have received a lot of new Social Security numbers that don't need it or not don't need it, but don't deserve it because they weren't born here in the United States. They got them illegally. And as you can see, every single year this goes up. So this is Elon Musk's and one of his guys from Doge, and he unveils this. I think it was yesterday or late the other day. I think it was yesterday though. And this is one of the biggest scandals in United States history. We're going to react to this video. This is Elon Musk in Wisconsin. Today is the big Wisconsin vote. So again, if you guys know anybody that lives in Wisconsin, please make sure they get out there and vote because again, Donald Trump is in power as the president. But if these people win this election, they may take over the House of Representatives, and none of Donald Trump's plans, and including the Bitcoin Reserve or the Bitcoin Act that'll get passed, may not be passed. So without further ado, I'm gonna give you my commentary throughout, but let's react to this video.
And then you'll notice there's a strange trend here, where how many Social Security numbers were issued. Do you want to?
Yeah. So let me tell you what happened here. We started at the top of the system.
You want to talk about a lot of maybe.
We started at the top of the system, mapping the whole system of Social Security to understand where all the fraud was. And there's a lot of great people there that showed us really a lot of waste. And so that came up with a big list of stuff they're working on. You've heard some of that already, but this is what jumped out at us. When we saw these numbers, we're like, what is this? In 21, you see 270,000 people, goes all the way to 2.1 million in 24. These are non-citizens that are getting Social Security numbers.
Yeah, this is a mind-blowing chart.
Yeah, just this literally blew us away. Like, we went there to find fraud, and we found this by accident. And this isn't political, by the way. My parents are immigrants. Yeah, this country's been great to us. My brother and sister all born in Spain. I'm pro-legal immigration. This is not political. This is not political. This is about America.
Yeah, it's not political, but the problem is the mainstream media make it political, right? And you got to ask yourself, because you look at the years, it keeps going up from 21, 22, 23, 24, all Biden year administrations. And he said it peaked out at 2 point something million, basically illegals getting Social Security numbers. You got to ask yourself why. Why is that? You think the Republicans had something to do with that, or the Democrats? Does this correlate with how many illegals came into the country these years? Why were they let in? Was it incompetence or was it done on purpose?
And the future of America. And there are a lot of good people in the system that pointed this in this direction. I want to honor them right now, that work in the government today, who took risks to show us these numbers and tell us what's going on. Yeah. So I want to stop for a minute. I want to honor those people today. Very good people. Very good people.
When he said they took risks, when you go against the apparatus or the machine, that's not good for your career or maybe something else. You know what I mean? And for them to bring this up and to point it out to the Doge team, they may be putting themselves in a little bit of a bind that I can't talk about here on YouTube. I think you know what I'm talking about.
I have been from DC to Social Security offices to the border to track this down, and very good people have helped us along the way. I want to thank them.
Yeah.
This number, what this is when you come in the country, if you're illegal, there's a couple ways to come in. You come in through a port of entry, and you can tell them you're afraid. They'll give you an asylum case. You'll get an interview, then you get in. That's one way to do it. Another way to do it is to just go to the border. Literally, this happened. I talked to Border Patrol myself. Elon was there too. I went to Laredo, and I went to Bronzeville. Elon went to Eagle Pass. You walk up to a Border Patrol officer, and you tell them you want to come in. They have a couple of choices. They could charge you with a misdemeanor or a felony under 1325, or they can make it an administrative offense, like a parking ticket, basically. They were told to do that, make it an administrative offense under the last administration. And then you go walk across the border. They do what's called a release your own recognizance, and they give you an NTA, a notice to appear, which to appear to judge. The wait times on judges are like average 6 years. Look at Grok, you'll see it on immigration judges. There's only 700 of them. This is 5.5 million people, okay? So what happens then? Once you're in the country and you got asylum through one of these pathways, and we map the whole thing out, you can apply for a work document. You file a 765, it's the work form. You get this form called the 766, that's the authorization, and then Social Security Administration automatically sends you in the mail your Social Security number. No interview, no ID.
Wow. This is sad, man. If you're an American or any citizen of any country, you don't want this to happen to your country, right? This is why I say the number one enemy of the United States of America is the unelected people, the bureaucrats, the apparatus, the swamp or whatever. And honestly, the Democrats are controlled by them. There's a few Republicans there too that are rhinos that are pretending to be America first or whatever. But again, they're wolf in sheep's clothing. But again, you got to ask yourself, why are they letting them in? Right? They'll get into that in a second. But the thing is, the reason why the United States is so powerful, yes, we have the best military in the world, no question about that. But it's geographically where we're at on the map, right? And what we have around us. And what do we have around us? East, west, north, and south. North, we have Canada. South, we have Mexico. West, we have the Pacific Ocean. In the east, we have the Atlantic Ocean, right? So it's very difficult for somebody to come here, especially through our allies in Canada and Mexico. But it's definitely difficult to come in through ships, right? So if you wanted to attack America and to end what we are, right, the freedom country and everything else, life, the pursuit of happiness and everything else, life and liberty, what do? You can't attack us like that. The best way to do it is attack us from within. And how do you do that? Well, you just open the border up. I remember in 2021, in January 2021, when Biden was elected, there was a bunch of illegal immigrants down there with Kamala Harris and Biden shirts. And the reason why I noticed that, because I noticed nobody ever wore those shirts wherever on TV or whenever I looked, and they were just letting them in. And I was like, why are they doing this? And why is the media lying about it? Again, these people are complicit. The mainstream media, they are a arm of the Democrat Party. These people make me absolutely sick, because not only are they lying and covering up and trying to make Elon the bad guy and Trump the bad guy, but they're covering for the actual bad people, which is the Biden administration. Again, Biden he was just a puppet. He didn't understand what was going on. I'm not saying he's not complicit. He is, but he was just an empty suit. He wasn't in control of the administration. But this is the biggest scandal, in my personal opinion, maybe in U.S. history. I don't know. But this is absolutely wild. And I'll keep listening to what he's saying, what they do with the illegals after they come in. It's crazy.
This is worth just reiterating. It's not people sometimes think that under the Biden administration that he was simply asleep at the switch. He wasn't asleep. They weren't asleep at the switch. It was a massive, large-scale program to import as many illegals as possible, ultimately to change the entire voting map of the United States and disenfranchise the American people.
Ding, 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 ding. Now, what does he mean by the voting map? Well, if you're an illegal immigrant, you got to come here not only for free and skip the line for people that are actually coming in the right way, but you receive what? Housing. You receive food from food stamps. You receive stipend checks or checks, to help you live. They give them clothes. They give them everything. They'll give them jobs too, right? So if that's the case, and you're here in a legal way, right, and one side of the aisle is letting you do that, who are you going to vote for? And again, there's been stories out that says, hey, they go to these illegals, say, hey, make sure you vote. right? Which Elon will talk about in a minute. You're probably saying, what do you mean vote? They can't vote. So again, the question was, why are they letting them in? Now we know why.
And make it a permanent, deep blue, one-party state from which there would be no escape.
Look, if I hadn't seen this myself, I'm not sure I'd have believed it. I went through it myself and mapped it, and Elon is right. This is true. The defaults in the system from Social Security to all of the benefit programs have been set to max inclusion, max pay for these people, and minimum collection. That's what's happening.
Yeah, exactly. Max pay, minimum conclusion. And here's the thing, right? Remember, these people are getting social security numbers. So if they get pulled over or something like that, if you show somebody your social security number, what are you going to think? Oh, they're here legally, right? They're citizens. And this is why they do it. And like Elon said, they're trying to turn it into a blue, uh, just a whole region for America. They don't want us to be red, meaning being conservative and stuff like that. That's why they shove all this blue stuff down our throats. Look at these blue cities and these blue areas. Look at the crime. Look at the illegal immigrations. Look at the taxes. Look at the homelessness and the drugs and stuff like that. Do you want to live somewhere like that? I don't.
We found 1.3 million of them already on Medicaid, as an example. We've gone through on every benefit program we went through, we found groups from this particular group of people, this 5.5 million people in those benefit programs. And then what was really, really disturbing us was why. We're asking ourselves why.
Right.
And so we actually just took a sample and looked at voter registration records. And we found people here registered to vote. In this population, yes.
And who did vote?
And we found some by sampling that actually did vote.
Bing, 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 bing. Ding, 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 ding. There it is. Not only were they registered to vote, but they actually did vote. So now you go back and look at Kamala Harris's number and think, how many of those were illegals that voted for her? You know, how many? How many illegals voted for Trump? Probably not a lot, right? This is again, man, these people make me sick. And every single Democrat on the federal level, I don't care if you didn't actually share the responsibility for this and all this other stuff. If you didn't leave the party or step up or say something about this, you're complicit. If I go and rob a house and I know I have a friend with me, no, my friend goes and robs a house and I know he's robbing the house, but I don't say anything. You know, I'm just like, oh, I know he's robbing the house, but I don't have anything to do with it. He's still my friend. I'm still involved with him. You're complicit with that, especially if you're in the car with him. This is crazy, man.
And we have referred them to prosecution at the Homeland Security Investigation Service.
Yeah.
Already. That is already happening right now.
And this is why they hate Elon Musk, because he's pulling back the curtain of all the stuff these people are doing. All Democrats want, everything they talk about, ladies and gentlemen, whether it's democracy, we got to make sure the illegal immigrants come in, we got to treat them right. Oh my God, it's all about emotions and stuff like that. No logic at all. Not talking about how bad it is with the D.O.G.E situation. I mean, what D.O.G.E is finding, they never talk about that. They never talk about that. Why? Because they're getting paid. Why do they want the illegal immigrants in? Is because they want them to vote for them. And again, anything you hear them say, democracy and all that, all it means, bottom line, is Democrat power and control. Period. End of story.
Yeah. And the truly disturbing thing, though, I just want you to know this, a truly disturbing thing to me, and the darkest thing about this to me, the voter fraud is terrible, but the human tragedy this created is extraordinary, because what you don't understand, and people don't know, and Americans need to know, that's why I'm here, is that human traffickers made $13 to $15 billion off of this. Okay? That's the money that's going around the world, moving people around the world to our borders because of these incentives. How does it work? What happens? Hey, if you're in Africa and you're in Central America, you got to walk up through Mexico, through Central America. Who do you pay? You pay the narcos, you pay the traffickers, right? And we were told by ICE, it's between $20,000 and $500, depends where they pick you up, to walk across all those countries and get all the way up to the border. Where's that money goes? It goes to the cartels. It goes to human traffickers, right? There are 30,000 children that have not appeared on the notice to appear already. ICE knows this. 30,000 children, 270,000 children didn't even get notices to appear. ICE told us that kids are being trafficked back and forth across the border to complete families to make this easier. This is a human tragedy. It's not just the money, it's the people and the kids And how many of these people died on the way up here that didn't make it in? What happened to them? We created a system here that created a incentive for people to come and be taken advantage of by these traffickers. And how do you think they get paid? What, you're in Africa, Central America, you got $20,000 or $10,000 or $5,000 to pay these traffickers? No, you don't. What happens? You come in, then you owe them the money. You're an indentured servant. If you don't pay them, what happens? What do? They kill your mother, they kill your brother, they kill your family. What happens next? That's what we discovered. And I have to tell you, it's tragic to me. The tragedy, the human tragedy this created is extraordinary. That's the real problem. This is America. We don't do this here in America.
Yeah.
These Democrats are evil, man. Flat out. If you ever seen the movie Sound of Freedom, they talk about this in that movie. It was a just absolutely gut-wrenching movie. And the Democrats condemned that movie. They said it's a right-wing conspiracy and all this other stuff. These people hate America, okay? They don't give a you-know-what about anybody but themselves, man. And for the mainstream media to come on here and cover up for this stuff, again, we are in a war, guys, when it comes to information, not violently or nothing like that, YouTube. I'm talking about an information war. When you see these idiots, and I watched several videos of these people outside the Tesla situation. Hold on, let me play this.
We don't do this here in America.
That was it.
And then
when these people are outside the Teslas, the Tesla dealerships and stuff, saying he's a fascist, Elon Musk is a fascist, and all this other stuff. And then when you ask them questions on what is a fascist, how is he a Nazi, how is he taking Social Security and stuff like that, these are all talking points that the mainstream media does. They talk to stupid, to me, mentally ill people that are just emotional and don't know any better and don't do their own research. They're sheeple, and that they've been programmed to hate Donald Trump for 9-10 years now. All they keep doing, the mainstream media, is feeding the machine, keep feeding these people, these very weak people, this information, this low-level, surface-level lies about Elon Musk. Again, they used to love Elon Musk when it came to climate change, which was BS too. So which one? Is climate change real or not? Because if it is, that goes all out the window, because he was the number one contributor to stopping quote unquote climate change with his cars. They used to love him until he went up with Trump. And that's how you know it's BS. And again, this is why I say we're in a war, an information war against it. So do me a favor, guys. Long story short, do me a favor. Share this video with everybody you know, period. Right? And let these people know. Again, there's some people that just, no matter what, they're not going to believe you. They're just going to say, oh, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. Say, look, man, stop looking at everything from one lens, from MSDNC and CNN, the Clown News Network, NBC, CBS, PBS, ABC, and the rest of them. Do your own research, man. Like Bitcoin, don't trust, verify. And it's just a shame. Elon Musk is an absolute hero to this world. He goes on to say in this speech that he's just a rich billionaire and he's trying to steal Social Security. He goes, look, listen, I don't need the money, right? I'm actually losing money. I'm losing because about 90-something% of his net worth is in stocks. Tesla's almost down 40%, 50% or whatever since this stuff happened. So it's clear he's not doing it for the money. So it's crazy, man. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And again, guys, God bless Elon Musk. God bless Donald Trump for doing what he's doing, closing the border and getting these illegals out. And for Elon Musk just sacrificing himself, because they want to kill him now. They want to absolutely kill him, and they want to do all this stuff because he's doing the right thing for these people. And we need to make sure people understand and what really going on in this world. And make sure we get these kids back, man. 300,000 kids missing and all this other stuff, and women getting trafficked and things like that. We have to stop this stuff, man. This is evil. So thank you guys so much for watching. Join me on my live tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, and I'll see you there. And again, I love you guys so much, and thank you guys for watching. Make sure you share this with everybody. I love each and every one of you, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace and love, guys.